Hey, this is John. As I was leaving the Black Lives Matter rally in downtown Los Angeles and walking to my car, just as I got to my car, an elderly couple in their late 70s asked if I would film them. And I said, well, film you for what? What are you going to do? And he said, well, you have a message of love. And I went, well, okay, let's see that. Anyway, it was fantastic. Take a look.
Love lifted me when nothing else would help. Love lifted me, love lifted me when nothing else would help. Love lifted me.
My Lord.
But that is the message. Love.
I'm going to make the two of you internet famous. That is, I swear to God, I'm going to do it.
The Lord said, He said, love one another.
Yes.
You seem like you might be a little bit older than some of the people here at this event. Do you have recollections of the civil rights movement in the mid-1960s?
I have many recollections of Dr. Martin Luther King's movement.
And what brought you two out here today?
Because I was very moved by the young people wanting to do better in their generation and time.
Yes.
You know, if I might say, we are passing from the scene.
Yes.
But they are coming on the scene. When nothing else would help, now I'm born again. Now I'm born again. Now I'm born again. When nothing else would help, now I'm born again.
Alright, Shalom. Start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Alright. I'm at the plantation right now, so like if I sound a little bit monotone or a little bit what I'm saying, not how I usually sound. Alright, but as you seen in that clip, alright, you got them two Jakes. Alright, they comfortable here in America, them two old bottles. Alright. They going down to Egypt for help, alright, and they coming with the doctrine of love, alright. And you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be destroyed, alright. Because 9 times out of 10, if you try to tell them who they were according to the Bible, you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't accept it, alright, because they coming in that love spirit, alright. And we not in the time of love, we in the time of hate. You know what I'm saying? In the time of war, we in the time of, you know what I'm saying, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans needing to know who your power is, all right, and needing to know who your enemy is, all right. And your enemy is Esau, all right, the so-called white man, all right, which is now white, he is red as well, you know what I'm saying, as these other nations, all right. And when you really come into the full knowledge and understanding of this truth, you realize, you know what I'm saying, that the 2/3 of your own nation, you know what I'm saying, they're your enemies also, all right. But first scripture we're going to get is Ecclesiastes 3. It say, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. All right, we're going to jump down to verse 3. It says a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. We'll jump down to verse 6. It say, a time to get and a time to get loose, a time to keep and a time to cast away. Jumping down to verse 8, it says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. All right, so you know what I'm saying, that's what we in right now. We in the beginning of Jacob's trouble. All right, the beginning of the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's kingdom. But you know what I'm saying, the destruction of the 2/3 of the nation of Israel as well. All right, Stockton and Malone. All right, even Esau as well as the 2/3 Negro male as well. All right, not just the 2/3 Negro male, the 2/3 Israelite male, the 2/3 Negro, Hispanic, and Native American male is going down with Jacob. I mean, it's like it's going down with Eve and Esau. All right. So let me get another precept. Talking about them old bottles. Alright. This is Matthew chapter 9 and 16. It says, no man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up taketh from the garment, and the rent is made worse. Neither neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. All right, so you can't put this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding into an old malicious spirit. All right, the scriptures say wisdom will not dwell into a malicious spirit. All right, and these old bottles, all right, these old Israelites for the most part, you know what I'm saying, they won't accept this new, you know what I'm saying, this truth. All right, it's not new, but they won't accept the truth of the Bible. They never accepted it in their previous lives. All right, it was never given to them. All right, and so like if I'm stumbling over my words, all right. But yeah, these 2/3 Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right, they natural brute beasts made to be taken, all right, and them two that you just seen, all right, on that video clip, them some old bottles, all right, that this word, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna have no place in. All right, the scripture also say it's good for a man to carry to bear his yoke in his youth, all right, to bear the youth, so like to bear the yoke of the Lord in his youth, all right. That's talking about the Israelite man, right? Because that's what Yahweh Shai is dealing with. He's dealing with the males, right? So let me get another precept. Because they singing and shit. It's this is Psalms 137, starting at verse 1. It say, by the rivers of Babylon they were sat down, yeah, we wept. When we remember Zion, we hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. All right, and that's what you 2/3 are doing today. This is like a reincarnation of what happened then, except you ain't singing one of the songs of our ancient land, because you know it's no remembrance to you of that. But you know what I'm saying, you singing the songs of modern day Babylon, all right, spiritual Babylon, which is America, all right, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, all right, Sodom for the homosexuality in Egypt, for the slavery and the hard bondage that the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans was forced to serve, all right, and that's what you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are doing again today. You're going down to Egypt for help, you're marching and protesting, all right. That's also in Isaiah 30. All right, they say, woe be to the rebellious children, saith the Most High Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and they cover with the covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. They walk to go down into Egypt for help. I mean, it's like they walk, they go down into Egypt and not. So like, let me slow down, I'm stumbling over my word. This is Isaiah 30 and 2. They walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. All right, so you 2/3 that's going down to Egypt, marching, protesting, asking Esau, all right, to change his laws, to recognize you as a human. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you asking Esau to do. All right, you're going down to Egypt for help. All right, because Esau Edom is the modern day Pharaoh. All right, he's the modern day Egyptian. And the elite international bankers, those would be the modern day pharaohs. All right, they the rulers, you know what I'm saying, of this world. All right, Job 9 and 24 said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, Malachi 1 and 4 tells you that Esau is the border of wickedness and the people against whom the Lord had an indignation forever. All right, so Esau and his children, all right, his offspring. The Lord said he hates them from generation to generation. He said he's going to have war with Amalek from generation to generation, all right? So you Edomites are the devil that the Bible speaks of, and the Lord hates you, all right? You ruling with your sword, as That was your blessing given in Genesis to rule by the sword, all right? And you 2/3, you know what I'm saying? King David said, let this truth be a snare to you, all right? So, them old bottles that's out there singing, you know what I'm saying? You can't save Esau. You can't even save the 2/3, and you can't even save yourselves if you ain't of the elect. Because that's what Yahweh Shem Yahshua is coming back for. I mean, in this, on this scripture here, this is Proverbs 11:21. It say, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right, so the 2/3 are wicked, they not going unpunished. All right, and the wicked of Esau, which he's wicked as a whole nation, he's going to be punished. All right, and the rest of these heathen are going to be punished. All right, salvation is only for the elect. All right, and the 2/3 that learn their death by pain on this side, you'll get your salvation in the kingdom of heaven through that 1/3 and that 144. All right, so we'll close out with that. Give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, and Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders, great millstone of teaching and world in this truth. Peace and salutations to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai's elect, Quan Nesharala, Wad Baba Ball, Albert Tazai. It was edifying. Shalom.